Today is June 20th. Today's quote is entitled, "Who owns your mind?" You are not the mind, you have a mind. You are above the mind, and because you are above the mind, you have the power to direct it. This one little piece of wisdom can change your life forever. Literally. Now, of course, this comes under the heading, it's so simple you can miss it. So, yes, I'm spirit soul, I'm above the mind, but sometimes I don't act like that. Sometimes I don't feel that way. That's why I don't act that way. So, I was just reading the other day where Prabhupada said, intelligence is like a security guard for the mind. So the mind is going to be attacked by Maya, and intelligence protects the mind from being infiltrated by trespassers of the modes of nature. But sometimes the mind gets rid of the security guard, and then there's no protection. And so when there's no protection, the mind takes over. The mind says, I am you. Once you think you are the mind, or the mind says, I am you, there is no you other than the mind, then whatever the mind says is interpreted as you. So the mind says, I want this, go here, see this, taste this. There's no distinction that I am different from my mind, and I can look at that desire, look at those thoughts and say, is that what I want? When the mind takes over, gets rid of the intelligence, steals the identity, it says, I want this, there's no segregation, because now we identify with the mind, and therefore whatever the mind says, to us, it is us speaking. So like Govinda Das says, my dear mind, there's a separation between him and the mind. He understands the difference. When the mind takes over, there's no separation. It's just the mind steals our identity. We think we're the mind, and therefore whatever the mind says, we do. And then later on, when we come to our senses, when intelligence kicks back in, we look back and say, how did that happen? And the reason how it happened was that the mind took over. It convinced me that it was me. It made me forget that I'm spirit soul. So as I've said before, Prabhupada's books, give us intelligence, so Prabhupada's books are like the security guard protecting the mind. Without that security, we are in big trouble. Hare Krishna.